It's time for this week's parting shots.
It's been roundly stated that Eugene Chung's story being passed over for a coaching job, then being told he was the wrong minority, spoke to a problem. But have we addressed just what that problem was? People need to be clear if they're speaking on that. Yes, it's a problem if Chung, a Korean American, didn't get a job he deserved on merit. However, many seem far too eager to jump on the anomalous possibility that being black helped someone get a coaching job. The NFL doesn't have a problem with black coaches getting things they don't deserve. The opposite has been a problem for its entire history. If there's a problem with Chung's situation, it's that someone chose to pit an Asian man against a black one when they're both burdened by white supremacy. If there's a problem in this case, it would be reducing Chung and the unnamed black coach to their pigments. If there's a problem, it's the guy who tried to bond with Chung by slighting a black man while reminding Chung, well, you're not white either. If there's a problem, it's an old one. Not black folks getting a leg up, which would definitely be a new one.
The Champions League final is later today, but we already know the winner. Not Manchester City, not Chelsea, but the fans. All 400 million that we're watching around the world. Now, remember a few weeks ago, for a very brief moment, it looked like this final might be the last of its kind. Manchester City, Chelsea, and 10 other super clubs wanted a brand new closed league format, the Super League. The bigger boys said they'd had enough of young pretenders coming through. They wanted guarantees that they would always be in the tournament without needing to qualify. Assurances that their legacy couldn't be tainted by the fact they weren't good enough anymore. Otherwise, they warned, the sport we love would die. It went down like a lead balloon. And not just faux outrage, but fans took to the streets to make it clear that sport for them is all about rewarding success and dealing with the consequences of failure. You had to earn your place at the top. And the loudest fans' voices in all of this, they came from Manchester and London. The same voices that today will be cheering on their teams in the final. So I hope that the team owners, including the Chelsea Russian billionaire and Manchester City's Emirati sheikh, watch today's match and remember, no matter who lifts that cup, you ignore the fans at your peril.
The vault Simone Biles competed last weekend is so difficult and so dangerous that not only is there no other woman attempting it in competition, it's widely believed no other woman is even training to try it. And instead of rewarding Biles for pushing the sport to literal greater heights, the International Gymnastics Federation, aka FIG, assigned the vault a starting value of 6.6, essentially ignoring its degree of difficulty. This isn't the first time FIG has undervalued Biles' routines, allegedly to discourage other athletes from attempting dangerous tricks. But the answer then would be to drastically lower execution scores for a poorly done routine, not to lower starting values and punish the one athlete who can actually pull it off. This is about FIG attempting to get parity that simply can't exist when the greatest of all time is in the competition. And you also have to wonder if at play here are some of the racist and sexist double standards that have emerged in other sports, where the success of black women is deemed, whether subconscious or not, unfair or bad for the sport. See the criticism of Serena Williams' strength and power in tennis. In men's sports, we don't punish the best to protect the rest, and we don't go looking for parity when a GOAT emerges. We never put a limit on what men can achieve with enough hard work and ambition, but we are constantly doubting what's possible for women. In our lacking investment, our lagging coverage, and now even in the way their greatness is scored.
We cannot say if these Knicks are for real yet. One playoff win does not constitute a comeback. But whether or not winning basketball is back for good at Madison Square Garden, another beloved tradition has been revived on West 33rd Street. The tradition of the Garden Villain. Yes, the torch has been passed after a long interregnum to the Hawks' Trae Young, who has embraced gleefully his new role.
Here is Young, finds his spot. Young on the floater, puts it in. Trae Young with a miraculous shot.
It got real quiet in there.
In the old days, when there was a lot more winning going on at the Garden than there has been in recent times, there were arch villains aplenty. There was, for example, Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller spikes it. He finishes with 39 points, 25 in the fourth quarter. This will go down as a very dark day in New York Knicks history.
And let's not forget the great Islanders defenseman Dennis Potvin and the chant that still, even now, more than 30 years after he retired, echoes through the world's greatest arena whenever the Islanders cross the East River. In Game 2 the other night of the Knicks-Hawks series, one fan went too far, much too far, spitting at Trae Young and was banned. Good. But I don't think Young is going to back down from his new starring role at the Garden. On the contrary, he seems ready, willing, and eager to have his name on that famous marquee and to be living in the minds of Knicks fans for years to come.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.